right, today we are going to frost seed our red clover into our hybrid rye plots in the Elton Long-Term Agricultural Research Site. To do that, we're going to use a drone today as opposed to our normal method of just broadcasting the seed. Try to do it early March. Last year it was 34 degrees on March 11th. Today it's supposed to be a high of 70. However, it's very windy, so we're hoping the drone can lay down enough seed to create the situation we want. We're aiming for 16 to 20 pounds of red clover per acre. And so for the red clover, we're using this medium red clover from Albert Lee Seed. You can see it has USDA certified organic, because in organic you have to use certified organic seed. And you can also see that it says variety not stated, because you will be asked what variety you have. And there are some name varieties of red clover, but it's much more common to use variety not stated. And we've had a lot of luck using the organic red clover that comes from Albert Lee Seed. So that's what we're going to be seeding today. The idea about frost seeding is that the soil is still hard, and then as it warms up, it'll do this process of freezing and thawing, or heaving as they call it, that'll work that seed down into the ground and hopefully create good conditions for it to germinate. We're expecting some rain later this week, so this could be the ideal week. And I also heard from some farmers recently that it's not as critical that you do it during the freeze and thaw as it is to get it in early. So we're getting it in March 11th. Should be plenty of time for it to grow, because we'll show you later on, you want to have a good stand to carry it into the second year.
Right now I'm just getting my controller connected to the internet, which is going to allow us to get satellite signal, and it'll track our GPS location. From there we can just map each of the fields that we're going to be spreading seed over. So we can just kind of run through what our workload is today, make sure we have every field accurately mapped. And then once I turn the drone on, we can look at route spacing and things like that. We can modify those shapes to make sure we're kind of getting a best fit for each field. So given the wind conditions, we may make the edges of the field a little bit larger to kind of compensate for a little bit of wind factor. So we've got the red clover seed in the tank. What we need to do is calibrate the drone for the size and weight of the seed. So for every seed type that you put through the drone, you need to run this calibration at least one time. Probably a good idea to do it seasonally, just depends on your preference. But this is going to calibrate the drone for the flow of the seed, and then from there we can start spreading it on the field.
You're good.
Here we are in the red clover plots that were seeded in 2023. Red clover was drilled into the hybrid rye plots on March 24th, 2023, and now we're looking at it a year later, but very early in the spring of 2024, so it hasn't had much recovery from the winter yet. But if you look at the red clover stand that was allowed to grow after the hybrid rye was harvested last July, you can see a decent amount of red clover, which is what we'll need to carry us through the season. We're aiming for the red clover to help supply about 50 pounds of nitrogen per acre to the next corn crop. that will also be supplied with manure to get us to the 120 pounds of nitrogen per acre that we need for the corn. We moved to hybrid rye and red clover to help manage weeds in the rotation, as we were seeing more allelopathy with the rye versus oats that were in the previous rotation. And we'll be comparing the stand, the red clover stand, in the 2023 drilled red clover plots versus the 2024 drone seeded red clover plots to see which system is best for helping manage weeds, supplying fertility to the next corn crop, and also looking at the economics of both systems.